The sports working group it's meant a lot to us at Liverpool Football Club. It's allowed us to work with so many like-minded colleagues from across the US, across the globe, to actually truly make a difference in the communities that we work within. Sports is the most powerful medium to access all people, not just young people. The power of sports is unrivaled. The brand association, the engagement that people have with their favourite football teams, sports teams, athletes, you can't mirror that in my opinion. So actually to use the power of sports to really affect their mindset at that early level, if we can continue to do that, hopefully we will make a difference and prevent those tragedies at the worst. At Liverpool Football Club, we've got a club-wide approach, which is an overall commitment to equality, diversity, inclusion, and the work with the sports working group alongside the United Nations and the Eradicate Hate Global Summit, it forms a very important part of that. So when we're working with our men's and women's players, managers, senior leaders, actually, they see this work as an important extension of the work that the football club is already doing. Yes, you could argue this is on a higher level, if not the highest level, but actually, as a football club, we are unequivocally supportive of this agenda and all agendas around eradicating hate speech.
So what I'm hearing you say is you're getting buy-in from everyone. Everyone sees this as a very valid approach.
Yeah, and to be very honest with you, we were doing a lot of this already. And actually our involvement with the sports working group was very much to bring our expertise and our history in this space and actually bring that over here, work with many colleagues and say this is how we've done it at Liverpool Football Club. And actually that's been really powerful to be able to share that platform and be able to stand on stage and talk about the work that we've done, but actually it has then allowed us to enhance the message on a more global scale and actually realise that the work we're doing around diversity and inclusion isn't solely around the diversity inclusion elements, actually about eradicating hate speech and preventing atrocities.
Since Liverpool Football Club was kind of a leader in this arena, do you see it expanding to other sports even?
For sure. So in April of this year, we held the first of its kind, a UK version of a sports summit essentially. And that was through partnership working with Laura Ellsworth, with Michelle Rosenthal, with a special advisor from the United Nations, and actually that was a really important moment for the sports working group, for the game plan, but even more so for us as a football club. That involved over 100 delegates from across the UK, the US, multitude of sports. It wasn't just UK football, there were motorsport there, horse racing, tennis, rugby, etc., NASCAR, NFL, MLB, Pittsburgh Penguins there representing hockey, and it was the first time that you'd had those types of people in the room at the same time to talk about eradicating hate speech. So firstly, we were honoured and privileged that we were able to make that happen at Anfield, which is our home stadium. But actually for us, it was an opportunity for us to talk to this topic with those like-minded people. And you saw these conversations happening, this melting pot of conversations with people across the Atlantic actually going, right, we want to make a global difference. Where we're at in the UK, I suppose, is that the work is already happening around diversity and inclusion. It's not necessarily always tied to eradicating hate speech. So actually we were able to make those connections and work with many like-minded colleagues to do that.
Looking forward, what do you see in terms of expansion or alteration in your approaches?
My real main focus and the task that I've been set by the sports working group is to help continue to make it global, because that's what we're here for. So we're having lots of conversations with European counterparts around how we can pick up the model that we delivered at Anfield, at Liverpool Football Club, and take that sort of across Europe and further beyond. My real focus from both a personal and professional perspective is how can we equip people, organisations with the tools and the knowledge to deliver this message on their own doorstep, within their own communities, whether they are local, national, international communities, but very much within their sphere of influence. We're able to do that as Liverpool Football Club, as one of the biggest football clubs in the world, one of the biggest brands in the world, but we're able to do that. But actually, I feel that every single individual, every single organisation has its own sphere of influence where we can talk about eradicating hate speech together.